Well, guys. I got a picture that I want to share with you, and I'm going to put it in my thumbnail. Now, before I get into what I just seen on the internet, a lot of you guys took my video out of context last night, so let me clarify. I believe that Tony Hughes didn't kill Leo on longevity. However, based on everything that we know in the Tony Hughes video and all the fingers of people that's pointing to him, if I'm a cop, I'm looking at him and I'm piecing together what could have happened. Now, some of you guys in my comeback session actually gave another scenario that maybe Leo longevity party hard. He had a prior history of ghosts and hallucinations and all that shit. And maybe he hit his head going down. Maybe he beat himself up. That could have possibly happened. He ramshacked his room. Maybe thought somebody was in the room, ramshacked the room. Probably took the toilet apart in a frenzy because he flushed something down the toilet. That all is a possibility, which is why I stated that I believe that Leo died of natural causes. A overdose can lead to a natural cause death, even though the overdose induced the natural cause death. It would be deemed an accident overdose if he indeed OD'd on something. Now, some of the statements that Tony made us believe, will make us want to believe that he knows more than what he's saying. Now, you can't really see, but I got a picture of Leo longevity here that I'm going to put up on the screen, right? And as you can see, look like he's been dead for longer than 5 hours, okay? Rigor mortis have set in, the body has bloated, and that's because the methane gas, the body releases all that when it starts to break down. The decoloration of the skin, it looked like he has been there for a couple of days. I'm assuming, and look at the face, I'm assuming that AC was on in the house and that it wasn't too overly hot in the house, which brings up my next point. I don't care how well of a space that a body is in. When a body starts to go to a decomposition stage, right? When it starts to deteriorate and it starts to break down, right? The decomp, right? It gives off a horrible smell because of the gases that are released from the methane, right? When I found my aunt deceased, I could smell my aunt's body from her house all the way out to the road, okay? Because she lived like right in the subdivision in the main highway to get in and out the subdivision right behind the yard, and she had a wood line. So I figured that maybe something died in the wood line, a critter or anything like that. But as I got closer to the house, that smell got stronger and stronger, okay? Which told me right there, prior service as a combat vet, and being around dead bodies, that, hey, it's a dead body in his house. And I knew at that time my aunt had died in the house. And when we got there, we kicked the door in. Sure enough, she was dead in the living room on the couch. And that smell from the decomposition, and she had a heater on her house. This is November. It was cool right out in the land. She had been a little sick. The body had started to rupture, and that smell was very obvious. Matter of fact, it was flies all the way in the house. But I don't want to get into too gross detail about that. This situation here, he was on the verge of that point. He was getting to the verge of that point, is what I'm getting at. So I believe Tony's story that he had been there longer than what the Thailand police had said, right? The Thailand police said that it was 5 hours after he died that they found him. Maybe that was a miscommunication. Maybe they meant that they just found him 5 hours ago and it looked like he has been there longer than a couple of days, because all of that's been redacted. You go look at the article now, that's not in there no more for the most of them, right? So I believe now that Tony is accurate, that, hey, they believe he's been dead since Friday. They found him Monday. That's a 72-hour time period, but that brings up a lot of questions. Why? Because, Tony, you knew this guy's sleeping patterns. After 24 hours, I went and checked on him regardless. You knew he had a prior drug history. You knew a lot of things about this guy. And, you know, this is why when you made that video, you kind of put yourself in as the prime suspect #1, which is why I made my video, and I'm going off what people are thinking and what cops might be looking at. And you might be completely innocent. I don't think you did anything wrong, but if I'm a cop, I got my eye on you. And that's why I want people to understand. So this is the only picture that we got. I zoomed up as close as I can go, but it does indeed back Tony Hughes' story that, hey, Leo's been here for a while. He's bloated. that is a classic tell sign of longer than a day or two of being deceased, that your body starts to bloat from the gases being released to start the decomposition process. So he was in full rigor, and the skin color gives it off. I mean, you can see the skin's black and blue, and that's he's already past a day or two of being dead. So anyway, the autopsy still ain't came out. I'm looking, trying to find reports, and like I say, hopefully Tony didn't do anything. I know a lot of you guys speculating that he did, and we gave a couple of scenarios, but honestly, until the autopsy come out, we shouldn't just say that he done it. You know, you can piece together all the evidence that we have, but that don't necessarily mean that he did it. You know, yes, it could have been that they got into a fight and he punched him dead and knocked him out, and then, you know, Leo died and he panicked and did what he did to kind of cover up the scenes. Or Leo could have went on a drug rampage and spazzed the fuck out. You know, a couple of YouTubers talked to Leo on longevity. I know Vince Goodger was one of them. He said not that long ago, and that he stated that Leo was happy about leaving Thailand. And a lot of you guys took that and said that, hey, maybe Tony Hughes is mad because Leo's leaving. That's some source of income. Maybe that caused the riffle. We don't know. But I'm pretty sure that the truth is going to come out when the autopsy is done. So let's just wait on that. That's all I got for you guys. And I got some other content I got to shoot and make today to put on my channel. So you guys just take care. And yeah, don't take what I said out of context last night. I don't think Tony did anything wrong. But if I'm a cop, I'm looking at Tony based on everything that we know and that what we see, and then the video that he did and some of the things that he was saying. And that's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. So I'm out, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.